So pretty much Yeager is like family, right? And then there's my brothers, the Simones. The TLDR is Nick and Lang have been going at it for a while, but like pretty much like Lang put out an announcement that called Nick a terrorist, and so Nick reacting to that did a bit of terrorism and blew up his fancy one of one car or whatever. And yeah, I'm not a terrorist and then commits terrorism. Yeah. So I mean they like it came that Lang was told that Michael was alive, and then they had a meeting very heavily mediated by other people like Nancy and Yeager and whoever else I guess was around for them, and Michael tried to like kind of die things down so that there wasn't like this huge thing happening between both sides, because Michael cares about the people who stand in the middle, including like Nancy, Eve, Yeager, even me, etc., and didn't want to see all the people in the middle get hurt by everything being blown out of proportion right from the get-go. So he like calms it down, but it results in a really, really big fight between Nick and Michael, which took some time, but they eventually resolved it recently. And now I'm nervous because with my talk with Yeager the other day, he also included a little bit of conversation about that. And have you ever had somebody try to warn you of something without warning you about something? Like, they're clearly trying to tell you something, but they're not explicitly saying it.
Yeah, of course.
So it seemed pretty much like he was doing that, or he's like, the things that you are involved in could very much look worse than they actually are. And people could be worried about that, and it could be looking pretty strange. And I was like, okay, because obviously we were digging the hole under City Hall, right? But it seems like that's a point of contention. And the problem is, okay, long story short, Yeager and Michael are extremely close, but Yeager will never, ever, 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 ever have a different number one than Lang. And I know that. I know if Lang told Yeager to shoot me in the head right now, he would do it. I always knew that about Denzel too. It's just something that is always going to be a thing. So no matter how important I am to Yeager or Michael is to Yeager, that is what the case will be if Lang decides it's going to go that way. So the issue is, this isn't an issue, I want nothing to do with any of this. I want to step as far back and out of it as I possibly can. I'm just worried about how my brothers are going to take hearing that from me, and I don't know what combination of words is going to get them to understand why. Because there's nothing in this world that could ever make me want to participate, because knowing what side Yeager might inevitably end up on, no matter how hard he tries to stay in the middle and calm it down, it involves people that are too hot-headed and impulsive for it to stay that way forever. And that means he's going to end up on one or the other. And I'm pretty sure I know which one, because duh, why wouldn't you from your day one? But like, there's nothing in the world that could ever possess me to hurt Yeager. Not in a million years. Not do anything that could even slightly negatively impact him or the guild. Obviously there's some in the guild I care more about than others, because I'm just inherently closer to them, but like, nothing in the world could make me want to hurt Yeager, Lando, Bajorn, Stag, or Alex. And if they're going to end up in the middle, then I don't want any part of it.
Well, do you think your brothers are going to take that poorly?
I'm not sure. I would hope not, but then there's also like a really, really strong sense of family loyalty when it comes to Nick, because that's kind of what they got into a fight over in the first place.